and welcome to Grand Signature Blog. I am Shanique Hughes and I'm with my very good friend and mentor, Robert Kenneth. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. And yourself?
I'm really well and excited to share with everyone everything that you've ever taught me and also all the questions that I had starting out 10 years ago. And for this segment, can you tell us what is a real estate agent and what makes them great for investors?
Okay, so a real estate agent or a real estate broker is essential oftentimes to have on your team. They're licensed, they've gone through a class, they have what is called a fiduciary relationship with their clients, and they have to express and explain anything and everything that they know about the property. So they have access to what is called the MLS, Multiple Listing Services, and oftentimes the general public at large finds a real estate agent or a broker to list their home for sale.
And can you explain once again, what is the MLS?
Multiple Listing Service is a database filled with properties, whether they're residential, they're commercial.
It's like Zillow, but more accurate.
Much more, well, much larger actually. But Zillow is certainly a viable force.
But if we want to access accurate square footage, the year it was built, and all the specifics about certain properties, we can access through an agent because they're licensed, and since they're licensed, they have that accessibility to the MLS.
Yes, so we use the MLS through the agent to help us to secure properties based on our parameters. But the essence of the real estate agent is really somebody who is going to literally take you by the hand, show you the property, and let you see what's available in the marketplace. I go out, I find the property, I do my due diligence, I close the property, and when it's time to sell, I let them sometimes sell. There's no set fee. It's a typical 6% of the gross price. Could be 5%, could be a flat fee. It's whatever you can negotiate. And so I've been able to negotiate with brokers. You have to understand the difference between an agent and a broker.
I was going to ask you that.
Okay, so an agent is really somebody who's just starting out. You've got to be an agent for 2 years at least on the East Coast. I think it's the same throughout the country. And then when you're more seasoned and you're more professional, then you can open up your own office, be the broker, and hire agents and have them work for you or with you.
And let me ask you something. If we want to have an agent on our team, how can we interview them? How can we also let them know that, or give them a seller credibility package?
Okay, so this is the single most important question in my mind when I'm interviewing for a real estate agent or a broker. It's an unfair question, but the question is, how many houses do they own? Because I need to know that they understand my side of the equation, okay? They're on the retail side, but I may not be on the retail side. Of course, I want to sell my property for the most amount of money, oftentimes, and maximize and leverage, but the bottom line is, I need them to hang their sign, use their marketing tools and their skills and their contacts, let them sell the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we want to buy low, sell high. We do use agents, but normally we do not find very good agents that are investor friendly.
They're not usually investor friendly. I'm going to make a slight adjustment. It may throw your audience off. You said buy low, sell high. How about if you take into account, how about if we buy low and sell low? I don't have to sell it at the maximum retail. So if the property's worth $300,000, but I bought it for $100, and I fixed it up for $50, and I have $150,000 of potential equity, how about if I sold it for $285?
Then it's going to sell like this.
And
Boom.
you go on to the next one.
We don't
Okay?
get greedy. We just,
Exactly.
we create jobs, we create great communities, we improve the communities. So it's so many good ways of why we want to be investors.
Yeah, we leave some equity on the table. It's not going to make or break us as investors. You're doing it for the right reasons. Don't be overly greedy.
All right, and so a broker needs to have at least 2 years of experience, and then a broker can hire other agents to work under him.
That's correct.
Very nice. And so how can we interview that agent to say, hey, do you want to be part of my team? This is what I do.
So the single most important thing for me is I tell the agent I'm a multiple buyer. Now, you have to understand, it makes common sense. If I'm not an investor and I'm just an end user, I'm buying one house usually every 7 to 10 years. So if he sold me the one house, he's got to go find a brand new person.
A new family.
Right, but with me or people like me, I'm a multiple buyer. So I can buy 1 and 3 and 5 and so on, and he makes a commission off of me 3 and 5 times greater.
Absolutely.
So I bring a lot to the table.
Understood. Thank you so much for your tips. Thank you for watching this channel. If you like it, subscribe. And also, if we want to contact you, how can we do that?
Please contact me at hotforeclosure@aol.com, or feel free to call me, area code 954-494-2054.
Subscribe, share the channel, and join the investment community.